I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts. I went to a public school, and you can see me here. That's me. At an early age, I was fairly enterprising. This was my first business card when I was about 15 years old. It was a very successful business in the sense that it is what enabled me to pay my way through college. I'm a first-gen college grad. That's helped me have greater empathy for students that otherwise might not have the same opportunities as others.
Grant has a very full life because he had great educational opportunities, but not everyone has the same access to quality education. That's a real basis for his philanthropy with Value Schools.
Value Schools is based on 5 core values. We feel that those 5 values are essential for a student to be successful.
A large portion of our families immigrated into this country, and they are really striving for that American dream. That is really the mission of Value Schools, to serve students in these particular areas.
And they get this sense of purpose through the values, and those values, they get into your head, and they last a lot longer. You will forget a lot of your algebra, but you will not forget the responsibility of an educated person is to give back to your community.
Grant came to me one day and said, one of our students got accepted to a very competitive school, and the family said, why would you go to that college? You know, there's a college right across the street from us. And it occurred to Grant that it might be good to just broaden people's horizons about what options are available. So Grant created the Back East Scholars Program.
This is a memory of the Back East Scholars trip. The students put this together. Most of them had never flown in an airplane before, so just going to the airport and flying to Boston was a life-changing event.
The only place I've been to was Mexico, so this trip was the first time I was gone from my family for more than like a day. It was really life-changing for me.
There's something about seeing the schools and being in the place and feeling the energy of an environment that you can't get through browsing a website.
We visited Victor Reyes, who's now a junior at MIT. We really wanted to create our own role models within our own community. And those role models would be very powerful for the other students to look up to. When all of a sudden Victor gets accepted to Harvard and MIT, and it just had this ripple effect across the whole community.
To be able to travel to Ivy League schools and get a tour by people that look like them, it's amazing.
There was an alumni from my school that actually was touring me. She just made me feel like I was already a student there.
She started talking about her experience, about where she comes from, how she got to where she is. That truly inspired me.
One thing leads to another, and they all of a sudden start to aspire to also apply to those schools.
My mom came to the United States at a young age for a better future for herself and her children.
I am the only person who can determine my worth, my value, and my future.
I believe that I can do anything I set my mind to.
My goals are to graduate college and have a career.
The common thread is trying to expand the horizons of those we serve. Whatever your passion is, we try to lower those obstacles so you can achieve that.
When Grant became the chair, and that changed things for all of Value Schools because he always has the students in mind first. It stands out when you sit in at a Value Schools board meeting and kids start out the meeting.
EVS is a family. It is the definition of hope.
Everest Value School teaches us that what we learn is not just for ourselves, but it's to help others and make a better world. Thank you.
Grant put together a financial literacy class. He comes in with 3 other associates and gives a class on stock market. These kids get an opportunity to do a presentation at Capital Group, and they're there with associates.
We have a program called Base Camp. We take 20 students who are struggling academically. We take them up to the mountains and we hike. Each one of them has the opportunity to take this program and bring them into a world that they've never seen before.
Good morning. How are you?
This is a temporary location of Everest Value School. Over the years, we have attempted to find a place to build the actual Everest that would be able to educate 480 students. Currently, we're capped in this space at 250 students.
The new school will be right across the street from Central City, so you'll have 480 students next to 480 students. We looked for a facility for over 5 years, and remarkably, the parcel that sits next to our existing Central City High School is now available, and we're looking to open that school in 2021.
To finally have your permanent facility and know that you're across from a sister school, the high school. It's beautiful. I love that the schools are going to be bridging.
Yes, it's going to be really wonderful for families.
When I sort of imagine Grant in my mind, he's never talking. He's listening and nodding his head. And I think because he listens to people, they feel seen and they feel heard and they feel understood.
Mr. Cambridge has encouraged me to be the best person that I can be, and I was one of few students across the country to be selected to the Naval Academy. Mr. Cambridge was very proud, and he generously gave me a scholarship to go.
The champions of all this are the teachers and the leaders of our schools who are every day changing the lives of these students. And they do it through a very flexible, creative, progressive program that has the glue within it of the values.